Is Kevin Feige coming to Star Wars? Man, there's some stuff floating around right now. So I was about to take a nap and I saw this tweet. Actually, I think shout out to Willa Diamond Fix. He sent me this tweet and it was from Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello, who doesn't have a perfect track record, right? And this could all be false, but I just wanted to see what you guys think because it got me like thinking and like, is this good? Is this bad? So what they tweeted was Kevin Feige is thinking about leaving Marvel after Secret Wars and taking over the Star Wars franchise. So right away, I'm like, okay, I love Kevin Feige and what he's done with Marvel with the first 10 years up until Endgame and then a few things afterwards, right? So I know he is a fan. He does his homework, he does his research, he knows what the fans want typically for the most part. Now, I know some people might make the argument that all the Marvel shows on Disney Plus have kind of been mid, and they have. And I think a lot of that wasn't necessarily his fault. I don't think his plan was to release so much. I think he kind of was forced to by Disney and like, the shareholders, we need to get this many shows out, this and that. So I don't really blame him 100% for that, but like you can see what he's doing now with his damage control, tweaking things, changing things up. So in Feige, we trust, right? Now, if you were to come to Star Wars, I kind of was like, I kind of knew he was a fan, but I kind of did a little bit of research to see what Star Wars actually means to him. Cause like, if someone's going to be there, the president of Lucasfilm, and replace KK, I don't want it just to be another KK. Not saying Kevin is KK, right? But like if KK eventually leaves, she has to get replaced with somebody. And like, is it going to be someone who's worse or better for the Star Wars franchise, right? I actually found this old interview from about 5 years ago. This is right before Infinity War came out, right? So I'm going to drop the link in the description for this video. Definitely go check it out, right? But like he talks about how when he got into Marvel, he was inspired by Star Wars. He said it was because of his love of Star Wars made him want to get into creating movies for Marvel, right? And then he also talked about how when he got into Marvel, he was familiar with some of it, but not all of it. Cause, when he was younger, he watched the cartoons, he had like the pajamas, the toys growing up. But then once he got into it, he realized that there was source material. And that's one thing KK always said there's no source material, which
We don't have source material. We don't have source material. We don't have source material.
that is the most craziest statement ever because there's plenty of source material. So he even said that he was reading source material and it gave him answers and inspiration to do stuff in the movies. Like he was trying to figure out a certain character arc on a person, and it already happened in the comic, and he used parts of that.
I knew I wanted to be a part of these types of movies, and the Marvel source material, which I knew some of when I was a kid, but as I started to read more of the comics, I went, look, let's just do this. This answers the development questions we were trying to figure out or finding interesting backstories for the characters. I go, it's all right here in these comics.
So with like how he did with Marvel the first 10 years, if he were to step into a Star Wars role and you look at the source material that there's plenty of, I think we would be in good hands with him. He also talked about how when he was 10 years old, he saw Return of the Jedi in the movie theaters, how he grew up getting all the toys. And even in 94, when the last run of like The Power of the Force came out or whatever it was, whatever Kenner figures it was back then, that he collected the whole entire line. And he was a little sad that they stopped making toys because he had a Sarlacc pit in his backyard and he wanted more toys. So, like, he's an OG fan just like us. And I think it would be a great thing. Now, again, this is all off a tweet. And I know it's kind of been rumored and speculated for a little bit now, but who knows if it's true. But for me, I kind of want to just talk about it because, like, I think it would be a great thing if he kind of came over. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you guys for it for Kevin Feige coming over to Star Wars? Or do you guys want KK still there? Or do you guys want somebody else? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments if you're for this or if you're against this. And check out this video next.